Martinez comes out firing a lot of hands to the forehead here, real tough, and goes right back to it.
Now, Langendorfer got called unnecessary roughening for swiping Jason Nolf a few times early on, so interesting to see how long the refs will let that go before they give Martinez a call similar to that as well.
Martinez, the top-ranked wrestler at 165 pounds, a junior, undefeated this season at 21-0 and is 88-1 all-time. It qualifies him for the record all-time in win percentage for Illinois wrestlers with a 98.9 win percentage. This is his 5th match against a top 10 opponent. 18 bonus point victories in 21 matches this season. So Martinez, an offensive guy, will go right at you.
Absolutely, and he is not letting Vincenzo Joseph breathe early. Heavy on the neck, trying to get him broken down and throw him by to get the takedown early on here.
Both wrestlers quickly right back to the center of the mat with 2 minutes left to wrestle. No score here through 1 minute of the first period. Martinez, a 2-time NCAA and 2-time Big Ten champion as well. So a nice resume for Isaiah Martinez. And Vincenzo Joseph, the redshirt freshman for the Nittany Lions, 12-2 this season. Wrestled 11-0 unattached in his redshirt season last year. Joseph out of Central Catholic High School in Pittsburgh, PA, a 2-time PIAA state winner and finished 3rd in his sophomore season in high school. This year his only losses, the first came at the start of the season against Keaton Subject of Stanford, an 18-12 decision loss. And what struck me when went back and looked at that one as Martinez gets the takedown was with just about 5 seconds left or so, it was an 18-10 lead. And Joseph swung right back in to get that takedown to make it just a decision loss. The other loss coming to number 3, Isaac Jordan, 6-4, sudden victory.
And Vincenzo has that mentality as a guy who is going to be gritty the whole match. He's going to be in there the whole match. He's not going to let anyone, count him out no matter how big the margin is. As you said, avoiding a major decision there early on in the season. And that someone might overlook that, but as a coach of Cale Sanderson, he's going to see that and see that he really cares about the team. He's got a bigger view of the team and realizes, hey, I got to fight this out until the end to help out my team as best I can.
We're ready to restart this first period between Joseph and Martinez.
And again, Martinez batting at the nose and face of Joseph. So interesting to see that the refs have not given him a warning yet on the unnecessary roughness.
Joseph tries to turn into it, can't quite get the takedown here. Now Martinez might come out of the scramble. Both wrestlers neither with control here. 20 seconds left to wrestle in the first period, and quite a flurry here from both wrestlers, just moments away from the takedown as the stalemate is called, and they'll return to center.
A very dangerous position there for Joseph, trying to get Martinez up and over him there on the takedown, but got flipped over on his back, and Martinez almost getting control, but luckily Joseph gets flipped over on his stomach and gets the stalemate so they can get back and reset.
So at the end of the first period, a 2-1 lead for Isaiah Martinez over Vincenzo Joseph. Isaiah Martinez with 5 falls this season. So he quickly gets out of that to take a 3-1 lead here. A flurry of fakes from Martinez.
And both guys being very aggressive early on. We haven't seen so much of the neck collar action from the other wrestlers as we have seen from these two. Both guys not just scouting each other out early, but both taking shots early, and it's a low score because both guys are also playing great defense as well as great offense, both taking chances, but also both being very aware, sprawling, stuffing the head, and making sure that it's a very close match here early on.
Still a 3-1 lead here, 13 seconds of riding time in favor of the Fighting Illini's Isaiah Martinez with 50 seconds gone by here in the second period.
Not too much going on here. Fans possibly looking for a stalling call as both wrestlers just circling.
Now 45 seconds left to wrestle here in this second period. Still a 3-1 lead for Martinez. As he tries to shoot in, Joseph drops back and no takedown there. Another display of nice defense.
Absolutely, and this is something that Martinez is not used to very much, not being able to get easy takedowns like he does on many of his other opponents we mentioned earlier. Only 3 regular decision wins throughout the season, so definitely a higher caliber wrestler he's facing here in Vincenzo Joseph.
Biggest win for Martinez so far this season. He defeated second-ranked Logan Massa of Michigan 3-1. So he's proven he can do it. Mentioned at the top, his 5th match against a top 10 opponent. He's faced a lot of really tough wrestlers.
It hasn't been a guy who just goes over different soft wrestlers and climbs the rankings because of it. He has proven time and time again. Mentioned last year, loses once in Ulf, comes back, beats him twice, once in Big Ten and once in NCAA competition. National competition. So a guy who, if he does face adversity and may lose, he's going to come right back at you with a mentality of, I'm not going to let that bother me, and come right back out and come right after you on the mat.
Joseph turns out for the escape. He trails now 3-2 with 1:45 left to wrestle here in the third period. Riding time at just 21 seconds for Isaiah Martinez, so a non-factor at the moment.
Anyone's match here, really. Both guys, again, matching each other, takedown for takedown, sprawl for sprawl. So it's going to come right down to the last 25 to 30 seconds. Who can sneak that last takedown in that flurry and pressing time?
Martinez goes in here with the leg. No takedown yet on the edge of the mat, as Joseph turns out of that one and away from some trouble. And the lead stays at just 1 for Martinez as a stalemate is called with 1:08 left to wrestle. And now this home crowd for Penn State really starting to get behind the 4th-ranked Vincenzo Joseph.
Joseph did a good job there avoiding the trip and going down to both knees, getting Martinez side by side, locking him up. That way he couldn't get behind and get control.
Working back toward the center now. 50 seconds left to wrestle. Riding time still at just 21 seconds for Isaiah Martinez, so down the stretch here, that's not going to be a factor as the clock ticks under 40 seconds. Martinez fakes a shot and backs out. Both wrestlers doing their best to fake some shots and try to get an opening with 30 seconds left to wrestle. Just a 1-point lead for Isaiah Martinez.
Talk about that flurry time. Both wrestlers faking and feigning at each other, hoping to get a takedown.
Now Martinez in on the high crotch, drives him down. No takedown yet, though, with 15 seconds left to wrestle. Joseph trying to get out of this, now down to 10 seconds in the third period, and a stalemate is called with 10.9 left to wrestle. They'll return center, and the lead 3-2 for Isaiah Martinez. It's going to take an awfully quick takedown here from Vincenzo Joseph.
Indeed, and great defense from Joseph, and great show of strength from Martinez to get the almost takedown.
Now 4 seconds left. Joseph can't quite get control. Nothing on the edge of the mat, and Martinez turns into that one for the takedown at the last second. Another scramble, but Isaiah Martinez came out of it with the takedown, and that was the difference in this 5-2 decision.